So I am here at...
Bro, what the hell? Why do people care about this shit?
at DCA today, and I want to go around the Disneyland Resort and just do a really quick little merch roundup and see what is new, because there's some new fall stuff and there's...
People buy this shit? People go out of their way to buy this shit? Weird.
Also a restock of Stony Clover and...
Kidding me? What is that?
maybe even some new Halloween stuff. I already looked at the Halloween stuff at the Disney store, the last video, I think. So
I'm convinced that a lot of these people that do this are special needs.
if you want to see that, go check it out. And
Homeboy last night said he was on the autism spectrum.
yes, I think it's gonna be a fun little day, so let's go look at merch.
Like,
Downtown Disney, but first I want to go through DCA, because if you are hunting down specific merchandise or you just want to explore and kind of like peace and quiet, DCA is the way to go. In fact, when I was walking in through Downtown Disney, I saw that there were already lines for D-Lander and Storyland boutiques, so we'll hop over there after this, after all those lines perhaps have
lines
dissipated,
to get in the stores to buy
amount. But yes, it's a nice cloudy overcast day. I mean, the overcastness is maybe not my favorite thing. Actually, no, I take it back. I don't care for the sun, honestly. But I am very excited. I'm looking at 5 and 9 right now. Let's go in there. I hope that the Stony Clover stuff is there, and if not, D-Lander will have it. So 5 and Dime, yes, Los Feliz 5 and Dime. We're gonna head inside here first, and I know they don't have like the full-blown Halloween stuff out. We're getting little trickles of it over at Storyland Boutique. So like I said, maybe we will have to stop by there on our way out. But I feel that inside Elias and Co. like side cute, but not only this, look, you could have an entire outfit.
What do you do with that?
They match so perfectly. If orange is your thing, if fall kind of colors are your thing, oh my gosh, this would be so cute. Okay, wait, let me show you this.
Wear that in public?
I forgot to mention the ears are $39.99, and then right over here, this beautiful rusty pumpkin colored orangey I'm just listing out adjectives. This waffle knit quarter, it's not a quarter zip, but it's a quarter button up, is so cute and so relaxed, and this would be so cozy. Oh my goodness, this is like the ultimate cozy loungewear. Look at it, so wonderful and waffly. And then down here we have a little Mickey head pin. I love the monochromaticness that is going on here, including the little buttons. So cute. And then obviously on the back it's not going to really have anything. Yep, nothing on the back, but way too cute, right? And then here are matching pants. These are $49.99. Oh my gosh, I already see the little patch. This is going to be at the hip, like the upper thigh kind of part. And then this, okay, I saw there's a matching top for this one too, but this is a really pretty beigey kind of color. So nice, so neutral, and they feel super drapey, so they will be super relaxed. Oh,
bro, that's like a fucking $10 pair of pants.
Lounge pants or sweatpants has to have pockets, in my opinion. Absolutely. And then it has a nice thick band up here, and I think I mentioned $49.99. And then it looks like does this one also have, yep, right here at the hip it has a little Mickey patch. And then these are the ones that match the quarter button up. So cute. But then let me show you the top that matches these ones. This top is $49.99, and you know what? I really like that it's not the exact same as this one right here. This is a full button-up, so it's like a nice pajama set. Oh, it's so comfy. I mean, it's actually cut not to be a pajama set, but in my mind, I'm like, I would lounge all day in this, wouldn't you? And we have 2 square pockets on the very front, and then once again, that nice monochromatic type of patch. Very cute, and I don't think there's gonna be anything on the back. Yeah, nothing on the back, but look at that, so drapey and comfy. I found the treasure trove of stony clover, and like I said, if you ever want to come somewhere and shop in peace, but also shop where I feel like they usually keep the stock over here a little bit better, is Elias & Co. So, ooh, I see something new right there, and then also over here, I am screaming. That is the cutest little thing I have ever seen. But let me show you first. So they restocked this crew neck that already came out the original time that it was released. Okay, $99, and I love the lavender color. And then look, the chenille right there is so cute, and it has embroidery and it has puffy spirit jersey type of material. And then it says Disney Park Stony Clover embroidered across the bottom. I love all the pastel colors. Look at the balloons. How cute is that? The only thing is that if you do buy this either online or in the parks, it is fit very, very slim. So just keep that in mind in terms of sizing. And then this here, oh my gosh, I think this is the Pochette. They call it the Pochette, but normally it's like Pochette. But I think they have it like pooch at. But yes, this is so cute. And what I noticed right here, look at this. There's glitter on the glazing. Do you see that? I'm not sure if it's really showing. You can kind of see the shimmer and shine. That is a really, really cute detail. You can see it maybe right there too. But this print is so cute. I love that it is Disneyland specific. And the thing about these prints, if you were to get it, you want to pick the one that has the best placement for you. So yes, you want to come when you can have a little bit of choice. Oh, I should tell you the price. This one is $165, and then the sweatshirt, I believe I already told you, was $99, but look at this also. This little detail is so cute. And then we have all of the patches back. These are all of the same ones, nothing new. And you know what, I already bought a lot of I bought bags and accessories the last time that this came out. And I'm thinking, look at this. They brought back the varsity jacket that was so popular. Also, I'll show you this really quick. They have their small version of their fanny pack right here in the same print, and then that's another. I should check the price on these. Okay, the patches are $20. I believe every single one is $20, or probably up to $25 at most. Okay, $175 for the smaller one, for the smaller little pouch right there. Okay, $110 for this medium-sized pouch. And then over here, this is the varsity jacket that was so popular. Look, it's a really nice felty material, as a varsity jacket should be made out of. And I love the pale pink for the body, and then the cream for the sleeves. And then we have a lot of patches. So we have chenille patches with Mickey heads in lavender and baby pink and cream going down one sleeve. And on this one, oh, it has a chenille patch that says the happiest place on earth, and it has a gold foiling. And then here at the chest, first off, the buttons, they are lavender and they have little Mickey heads, but then the chenille patch with the Disneyland D that has that extra varsity kind of styling is so cute. And then look at the back. Oh my goodness, this is a really nice applique with Disneyland across the back with little sparkly stardusts. Okay, so cute. And $199 for this one. And then let me show you what else. So they brought back this backpack. I love this size of backpack that they make. It is so convenient. Let me see, this is $205. They used to have, I'm not sure if they brought it back. They used to have
really
that
the only thing he's gonna fucking eat is the
nutrient. Check it.
The fucking liquid fucking meal shit that has hardly any calories. That's the only thing I can get Simon to eat right now. So yet another day that Simon's dying. Penelope, well, oh, there's Trident. Penelope's not eating all her food either for some reason. Pepe didn't show up for me to give him his medication. Some days I just fucking get up and it sucks. Simon not eating is the fucking very beginning of it, dude. I get up at that dude. I used to be so much happier when I didn't have to deal with Simon's illness, dude. Fuck, why are you already at the door, dude? Go away! Fuck, man. Hey. Fuck. Fuck. So fucking frustrated with that cat not eating, dude. You open the fucking gate 10 times. 10 times before I even go live, I've opened the fucking gate for him. And he hasn't eaten a damn thing. What the fuck am I opening for? So you can go shit and come back in here? So fucking annoying, dude. Fucking, I can't imagine having a kid that I had to pretty much force feed to get it to eat. Does that happen? Well, you can't force feed a cat, so I don't know. You probably can't force feed a baby either. Bitch ain't gonna finish all the food either. I can already tell it's acting weird. Fuck, is it a fucking full moon or something? Cats are acting retarded. Simon should be done. I should be picking his bowl up right now. He should be done with an entire can of food. He's eaten 0. He licked some Hydrocare, which is pretty much no calories and a bunch of fluid. Some minerals, maybe. I don't know. It's got vitamins or I don't. Maybe barely. I'm at my fucking wits' end trying to get Simon to eat. Wait, I've been over it for years, but it just keeps happening. He'll start eating the food, he'll eat it for 2 days, and then he doesn't like that anymore. I'll wait till I buy half a case of it, though, before you stop eating it. Don't do it when I only buy 8 cans. Wait till I get 14 cans. I can do it. That's why I didn't get a whole full case, because I knew his ass would do some dumb shit like this. How many fucking weirdos do this shit daily?
Power Lounge. $79.
You guys at Disneyland. Like, half of Disney's fucking customers are live streamers.
What? I live in Florida. And wearing one of those isn't even in my thought process. I just like the way it looks. Hey, Anthony. That's a cool shirt.
Wait, what?
Is this 100% cotton? Yeah.
What is cool about
It's
it?
funny how I can feel material. So Disney Baker, yeah, that's me.
That's great. You're a fucking material expert. The thing is, dude, who the fuck wears Disneyland shirts? Unless you're gay. Or kid. Maybe a little, like a girl, woman. I don't know. Man, wearing a Disneyland shirt says pedo vision to me. Might be a pedo. What do you think you're Peter Pan or something? I'm always a little boy. I'm never gonna grow out of Disneyland. Bro, Disneyland's not even fun on acid. Fucking creepy. Left me some more food, even though it really makes it hard for me to want to feed these outdoor cats when my indoor cat that I've had for 15 years isn't eating. Simon didn't eat any breakfast at all. I don't know, man. Hopefully he eats lunch. There's this cat. I went out there to pick the plate up. I was going to turn the camera off and be done with the outdoor cats for the day. And this motherfucker's waiting at the gate for more food. I figure when they wait like that, they actually need it. They actually need me. Waiting for a while, apparently. This should give it a monthly flea med. Next time. I don't even know who that is. Nope. Never heard of doing that. Let's just type tranny streamer. Which tried Simon's new food that he's been eating. First it had the lysine in it. But that's got like nutritional yeast or brewer's yeast. You got like it's got flavoring too. And he's been eating that. And I only put half a scoop in, not a full serving of it in it. But then I was like, fuck, alright, here, I'll make a new plate of it without that. And he still didn't eat that. And then I tried this new food. It was supposed to be ultra enticing. God damn you, Fluffy. Fluffy left like probably like a third of it. I don't know, it's hard to tell. That wasn't a full can though. Probably left a third of a can. Oh man. He would eat all of it though. Oh, it was because of the kitten and he wanted to come here and see the kitten or something. It's not that. He's wanting me to open the front door. And back door. He wants to go out the back and look and smell all that shit. They pissed more outside last night or something. When I finally went out. I'm gonna go pick that plate up and turn the camera off. He's walking up to the front door really fast and staring at it. Like, he just wants me to open that front door so bad. I don't want the fucking front door open, cat. Leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. Damn, bro. Simon's a very demanding cat. Whole hunger strike fucking thing, though. That's. I feel like Simon's evil sometimes. Like, you can't come in here and look outside. Right now, the trash trucks out there are loud as fuck. I ain't trying to listen to that. I already gotta hear it, but with the door open, it's massively loud. Have they not started? There we go. Oh yeah. Gotta fuck beat that. Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Rumble, baby. Oh. Y'all hear that? Meanwhile, Simon's still at the front door. Everybody, I'm excited. Honey. Wait till I'm done with the outside before I let him out. out of my life. Fuck, man, weirdo. Here's so much about smelling my hands when I come back. Like, I can't even pick her up. Like, when I go to pick her up out of the chair, she, like, puts her neck as far as she can and try to smell my hand. Paranoid about it. Worried about the hand smelling. Maybe she's just soap. But she smells, likes the smell of it. I'm always paranoid because I've forgotten to wash my hands maybe one time when I came back in. So I don't ever, like, accidentally, and then something. Maybe. Right, alright, I'm gonna go turn that camera off. God damn it! Next time, I want to give Pepe the medication, the lysine. That's why I kind of have it on, but flickering's tripping me out, like it's gonna catch fire or something.
Are you gonna go to talk with Putin before your deadline coming? I mean, 10 days. Well, we'll see what happens. We're gonna have some meetings and we'll see what happens.
Mr. President,
Mr. President, you said the job report today. Oh yeah, I think so. And if you look at before the election, the same kind of thing happened. And I think you'll see some very interesting information come out. But you have to have honest reports. And when you look at those numbers, or when you look at just before the election, and then after the election they corrected it by 800,000 or 900,000 jobs, yeah, I would say so.
Mr. President, Korea and the United States.
We have a great relationship.
So we talk, and when do you have it?
Yeah, we have a great relationship with South Korea.
Are you ready? Are you open to negotiate with Brazil? The Brazilian President Lula said he would like to call you. He requests a conversation. Would you talk to him now?
He can talk to me anytime he wants.
So are you open to tariffs?
He can talk to me anytime he wants.
What is on the table for Brazil?
Well, we'll see what happens. But I love the people of Brazil.
What evidence do you have to
Why you trying to do
What evidence?
I love the people of Brazil.
So why
Submarines
they don't
close to
seem to be
Russia.
related to trade,
Because
Mr. President?
the people running Brazil did the wrong thing.
What evidence?
7 years. 7 years from the time that you learned that people were being stolen from Mar-a-Lago to the time that you picked that you took from Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, I don't understand your question.
Where
are the submarines being deployed? Say it? They are being deployed. Nuclear submarines. Oh yeah, well we had to do that. We just have to be careful. And a threat was made, and we didn't think it was appropriate, so I have to be very careful. So I do that on the basis of safety for our people. A threat was made by a former president of Russia, and we're going to protect our people. I hope so. I hope so. I don't know whether or not that'll happen, but I hope so. Mr. President, why did you fire the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics? Because I think her numbers were wrong. Just like I thought her numbers were wrong before the election. Days before the election, she came out with these beautiful numbers for Kamala. I guess Biden/Kamala. And she came out with these beautiful numbers trying to get somebody else elected. Then right after the election, I think on the 15th, November 15th, she had an $800,000 or $900,000 massive reduction. Said she made a mistake. No, that woman's numbers are. Say it.
Governor Kugler is set to resign.
Yeah, one of the governors, as you know, of the Federal Reserve has just announced she's resigning. I understand it was over the fact that she disagreed with somebody from her party. She disagreed with Too Late. You know who Too Late is?
Yes.
She disagreed with Too Late on the interest rate. So we'll see what happens. But we just found out that I have a open spot on the Federal Reserve Board. I'm very happy about that, John. Well, you just have to read what he said. He was talking about nuclear. When you talk about nuclear, we have to be prepared, and we're totally prepared.
Mr. President, on the monthly jobs report, going forward, why should anyone trust...
Simon's following me in and out of the goddamn room.
You're right. No, you're right. Why should anybody trust numbers? You go back to election day. Look what happened 2 or 3 days before with massive, wonderful job numbers, trying to get him elected or her elected, trying to get whoever the hell was running. Because you go back, and they came out with numbers that were very favorable to Kamala, okay? To trying to get him elected, trying to get her elected. And then on the 15th of November or thereabouts, they had an 800,000 or 900,000 overstatement reduction right after the election. It didn't work because you know who won, John? I won.
But here's the thing. Your supporters have had issues with these numbers.
I've had issues with the numbers for a long time. But today's, we're doing so well. I believe the numbers were phony, just like they were before the election. And there were other times. So you know what I did? I fired her.
Right.
And you know what? I did the right thing.
Any government official going forward is presenting data or information you don't like. Should they fear for their job?
I've always had a problem with these numbers. You know, I was thinking about it this morning. Before the numbers that came out, I said, who is the person that does these numbers? And then they gave me stats about before the election. I had a similar problem. I mean, she gave out numbers that were so good for the Democrats. It was like unbelievable. And then right after the election, she corrected those numbers with, I think, almost 900,000 corrections. I think nobody had ever seen anything like it. Well, today she did the same thing with the 253,000, whatever the number was. No. We need people that we can trust. I mean, your question is a very good one. We need people we can trust.
What would you like to see from Switzerland?
You know who you plan to replace her with?
I've got about 3 very good. I have a lot of good candidates. I will say everybody wants it. I've had more phone calls, but I have 3 people that
They
have.
actually have a background in labor.
You know, I can do a long-term thing, or I can do a temporary. It's a 14-year term.
Right, but do you put someone in who actually has labor statistics experience?
I put somebody in who's going to be honest.
So are you thinking long-term?
That's all we want. I have a
a
choice. I can have 4 months. I can do a short term, or I can do a 14-year deal. So we'll see. We have a lot of people. We've got a lot of good people around.
Can I ask you a construction question?
Switzerland. That was a shock. The tariff rate with Switzerland. It was higher than other European.
Well, the problem with Switzerland, we have a $40 billion deficit with Switzerland.
Idiot cat,
And I
dude.
spoke yesterday to
He's so
Switzerland.
fucking annoying just to eat.
$40 billion deficit. with
Bugging me.
Switzerland. That's a big deficit.
I sleep all the
Can
time.
I ask you a question on the
Stop
construction?
bugging me.
You say you're
You're
raising
not gonna
$200
eat.
million. You're donating a bunch. Others are as well. Are you blocking foreigners from donating money to build that addition?
Honestly, I never even thought of it, but it doesn't matter. I'm putting up my money, but it doesn't even matter. They've wanted a ballroom at the White House,
Right.
and it's been very popular. You know, when we put it out
You're not
yesterday.
ruling out that a crown prince or some European
No, I'm not
or
looking.
Asian
I'm not
official would
looking
give
for
money to
that.
But
You know, you have very strong restrictions as to who can donate, and we go by the restrictions.
Are you going to publicize the name?
It's not a lot of. I mean, it's not that much money.
will
It's
you
money,
release
but-
the names
Are
of
you
the
gonna
donors?
Yeah, I'll do that. I didn't even start yet, by the way. But when I do, I'll release
How many
it.
donors do you think it's going to take to get to 200 million?
Maybe one, me. But
You would cut that check yourself.
I would, yeah.
Did you talk to Steve Witkoff today from his journey to Gaza? Did you talk to Steve Witkoff?
I did. I spoke to Steve Witkoff. He had a great meeting with a lot of people, and the primary meeting was on food. And he also had some other conversations that I'll tell you about later. But he had a meeting on getting the people fed. and that's what we want. And I'll see you later on.
In terms of the penalties on India, what numbers are you looking at, and are you going to be having a conversation?
Well, I understand India no longer is going to be buying oil from Russia. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's a good step. We'll see what happens.
Treasury is taking in so much money right now. Some Republicans have been pushing for tariff checks to go out. They said, move the money back. There are a lot of people that would like to see us do sort of a dividend to the people of our country. It's something I consider. How much would be? I also want to pay off debt.
Wait.
On tariffs, obviously, we still have 2 days here for some of the tariffs possibly reset. You're a betting man. How many of these tariff ranges are now in the third lot? For the most part, we're a little bit, maybe. If somebody could convince us that, they have a case, like Switzerland was complaining, but doing $40 billion a year with Switzerland, we had to do that. See what the Canadians
Why are Americans loading the Jordanian plane?
في قاعدة الملك عبد الله الثاني الجوية ننتظر إشارة الصعود. المهمة إنسانية والوجهة غزة. لا مؤتمرات ولا تصريحات، فقط تجهيز دقيق وصناديق تحمل بصمت وأياد تعرف ما تفعل.
They got fucking Palestinian flags on their arms.
تقاس الأمور بالوزن والحجم، أما في الجو فتقاس بالأمل. نحلق الآن فوق غزة. المدينة لا تظهر بوضوح، لكن الحقيقة تحت الغيوم لا تحتاج إلى صورة. الجنود الأردنيون يراجعون التفاصيل والصناديق جاهزة للإسقاط. في الأسفل من ينتظرون لا يريدون أكثر من إشارة تقول ببساطة غزة ليست وحدها.
Oh yeah. Bruh. Gonna rebuild that. Hey, I paid rent. Always important. This one says that Jordan, UAE, and European allies dropped humanitarian aid. Trash. What's this Jordan? Do they get them French MREs? They're fancy. Oh. Counting to see how many of them actually worked and many of them didn't. And the shoots didn't work. Oh, because one, holy shit, his fucking leg almost got caught up in that parachute, dude. You see that shit? hops off of it. Right there. That's one of them right there. And watch his leg. What the fuck? That's probably why somebody yelled. But it's still, wait. There's still, it could still have caught him maybe. Dude, that dude fucked up. Could you see that? You're definitely not supposed to step over that. Find again to see if that was what they yelled at right here. I think it might have been. It is. See? That's him stepping over it right there. And a guy back here is like, whoa! He saw the fuck up. I heard the fuck up. That's why I was looking for it in the next scene. It just happened to be there. That's interesting. Because he woed it, and then I saw him count. I was like, okay, I guess they're just making sure that they all... But I saw that pop off, too. It looked kind of weird how it came back at him. Oh, wait. So it fell off of it. It definitely fell off of the top of it. He stepped over it like a dumbass. He wasn't paying attention, dude. He's more concerned about counting them. This is his feet right here. Right there. That could have killed him. What if they have chutes on too, just in case they get caught up in the shit and go with it? There's that last chute there. You can see it get triggered. There's another view of it. It still hasn't triggered. Boom! That was it. It popped out last right there. Way super later than the other ones. Bing! It could have been sucked out with that, man. Wow. That's him counting. How many people caught that? No one in the comments are talking about it. Oh. I'm talking about. I said dude almost got caught up in the last shoot. Somebody else will have seen it. Yo, somebody else saw. Look at them titties. Look at them titties. Look at them titties.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often.
Not good enough. I saw one same thing. past them.
Well, listen to this. A Hudson father is behind bars accused of unloading a gun on his own son during a fight over moving out. Pasco County deputies say the man admitted he wanted to hurt his son. This was all caught on camera. News Channel 8's Georgia MacArthur joins us now live from the Pasco County Sheriff's Office. Now, Georgia, you spoke to that son today.
Yes, Paula, I spoke to the son. Not only that, he showed us videos from inside and outside of his home that captured the shooting, even up to his father calmly confessing to deputies he shot his son. His son says he tried to remain calm, even with his father holding two guns over him.
He never saw it coming.
One shot here, bullet still in me, and then a shot here, bullets right here.
Shot 7 times by the man who raised him.
And playing Xbox, and my father walks right up to me and pulls out two guns and shoots me 7 times. You never think that it would be your own family member.
Video from inside the family's living room shows the man's father approach him with a gun in each hand.
I was scared and just trying to figure out how to calm him down and how to get out of the house or get away from him and live.
Gregory Hannes says his dad, Timothy Snyder, was upset after Hannes tried to evict him from their home.
I put an eviction notice on the door Wednesday, and during our conversation while he was holding the guns over me and I was kind of pleading for my life in a sense of way, he mentioned that he was thinking about it for 2 days.
Hannes says he was able to dial 911 and stall, hoping help would arrive.
I was thinking to myself to use like keywords and trigger words that the 911 operator would be able to pick up and hint on.
When deputies arrived, the man's father confessed to shooting his son.
What was your intent for that? To harm him? Yeah, it really wasn't much of an argument. I just, pulled the gun out and started shooting.
While Hannes is left to recover, he says the wounds from that day will never heal.
He's my dad. I'm not going to get to see him anymore either. And then I think about my child. Like, she loves him. She's never going to get to see him.
Oh, you're evicting your
told
dad,
us by
though.
speaking out. He also wants to thank the 911 operators for staying on the phone and potentially saving his life. His father is being held without bond on attempted murder charges. Reporting live in Pasco County, I'm Georgia MacArthur, 8 on your side.
A woman is stuck paying over $20,000 in medical bills after a bat flew into her mouth.
She was at Horseshoe Bend when this happened. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly spoke with her. And Chase, how does something like this happen?
Mark Creeby, I know this really is a bizarre story, but she was telling me that she was taking a photo when she says a bat flew right into her face. Then she screamed, and at that moment, the bat went right into her mouth.
Some alien shit.
I screamed the loudest I've ever screamed.
It's a day Erica Kahn will never forget.
Both very gross and startling.
Kahn lives in Massachusetts, but last year she traveled to Arizona with her dad to explore our great state and take some photos.
We love to go to national parks and see, those beautiful landscapes. And we're also interested in astrophotography.
They went to Horseshoe Bend to take some pictures at night when she noticed something flying right above her.
And we kind of heard and saw some bats flying around. I never would have thought that one would fly into my face.
She was in the middle of taking a picture of the sky when she says a bat flew right into her face and got stuck between her mouth and the camera. Her natural reaction was to scream.
And it went into my mouth.
Making her scream even more.
It was a freak accident. I'm not sure what part of the bat was there, but there was definitely I got a taste of it, which was pretty gross. And it tastes a little earthy, a little sweet, if you're wondering.
She spat the bat out and it flew away. Kahn says she wasn't bitten, but her dad, who was a doctor, told her she needed to go to the hospital right away to get a rabies shot. The problem is Kahn says she didn't have health insurance, saying she lost her job a couple months before the incident and didn't want to pay for the federal COBRA plan. Knowing the shots were going to be expensive, she quickly signed up and was told she would be covered, but that wasn't the case.
I was traveling, so I went to 4 different
COBRA
hospitals
plan.
over the course of my 4 rabies shots.
COBRA
So now I have my close to $21,000 bill.
Is that the
A decision
Obamacare
Kahn
thing?
wishes she made sooner.
I took a gamble, and I'm really, kicking myself now, and I've learned I'll never do that again. But COBRA's expensive, but it's more expensive to get these, $20,000 bills when a bat flies into your mouth.
All from an accident she never thought in a million years would happen.
Now I'll know to be careful and not to open my mouth, and maybe I'll wear a mask or something as a precaution in the future.
And as
I
you can
think
see,
it
Kahn
messed
has
her-
a great
her
sense of humor about this and is in good
got
health.
something going on
She
there.
suffered no symptoms or anything like that.
That
She also
bit her
started
tongue
a
or what?
GoFundMe to help
It
pay for
didn't.
those medical bills. You can find that on our website. But I mean, just a crazy, ridiculous situation.
So if it wasn't a COBRA policy, it would have been covered?
No, so she was employed. She unfortunately lost her job, lost the health insurance. So you could go through COBRA. I believe you have up to 60 days. It's limited for covered health insurance coverage. But she didn't want to pay the hundreds of dollars for it. COBRA is very expensive. So she said, hey, I'm going to wait until I get my next gig. Then I'll get that insurance. So as she mentioned, I'm going to take a little gamble.
So she wasn't covered at all?
She was not covered at all. She tried to see, hey, maybe I can sign up really quick so I can get that coverage. Apparently a representative told her oh yeah, this will be totally covered, and that wasn't the case, and now she's facing more than $20,000 in medical
That's
bills.
such a freak incident, though.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, I do have to ask, though. She's a photographer. Did she get a photograph of the bat going?
You know what I asked her? I said, hey, did you get at least a silver lining in this? Did you get any good photos from your trip? And she said, not really. She said, I've taken better photos, but I mean, I think she was a little distracted when there's a bat in her face.
Wow.
Maybe a little distracted to get that good photo.
I would be too.
Yeah, but she
Oh,
said,
the
hey,
news
she's
is
still going to go
fucking
back out.
retarded. Shut up already. The story's over, people. Get a picture of the bat, Chuck. I think you would know already, Susan. It would have probably led with that.
So in Palermo, Maine, a man faced with a $20,000 fine found a way to show his dissatisfaction with this. He paid the town in money, coins specifically, more than 6 tons of loose change. Contractor Kirk Sherman, now in the Petty Hall of Fame, was fined for violating a city ordinance involving construction on a lakeshore property that he had purchased. State authorities said he disrupted wetlands, but he said that he would not face a penalty. They said he wouldn't face a penalty if he quickly remedied the situation. He says he did that. Local leaders, however, were not satisfied, so they fined him, and he said, bring it on.
I'm paying it, and I just want them to realize that they weren't fair with us. So this is our kind of one fun way of saying, here's your payment, good luck.
I have a feeling fun was not the word used at the Palermo town office. Officials are now considering whether to hit Sherman with a handling fee for sorting and counting all those coins.
Get ready for more coins then. You want to give me a fee. But it's going to be this clerk, you know, she's just trying to get his job done. And they're the ones that
You know, yeah, that story's over. You don't need 10 more seconds of y'all talking about it. I guess it's a commercial thing. They have to do that. Hey, small talk about it. It was nothing. Dude, I got charged fucking $60 yesterday. And my internet, when I went to go turn the shit in, I changed IP or ISPs. They're like, we're showing in the system, they're getting a $60 refund. I'm not seeing that about it. Asshole. Charged me $60, $66.24, and messed up half the month. Don't ever go with Charter Internet. Spectrum. They're the worst in the country. I gotta reach out to them again probably and be like, hey, where's my refund? Because, dude, for like 2 years, they overcharged me by double. I was getting charged like $120 a month. I didn't know better. I was so busy with the streaming. And, like, I never asked to get it reduced. and they can't just give me back my little 60. Got fucked up, man. That they increase you over time, they make you call them to get it reduced back to what it's supposed to be. Slowly they increase it. Hey Ted.
Tens of thousands of fans will head.
I went to this when it was in LA once in 2014.
To Inglewood this weekend for the annual Hard Summer Music Festival. Last year, people miles away complained about the noise, but organizers say it should be quieter this year. NBC4's Macy Jenkins is live in Inglewood for us with more on those changes. Macy.
Oh, nice.
Hi there, Carolyn. Well, listen, this is the third year that the city of Inglewood has hosted an outdoor music festival here in Hollywood Park. Now, the city is excited to welcome more than 140,000 guests to the area for the weekend festival. But after some noise complaints last year, the city has made some updates to try to keep the neighbors happy. The sold-out Hard Summer Music Festival kicks off Saturday afternoon, just outside of SoFi Stadium. For music lovers, Inglewood Mayor James Butts calls it a convenient alternative to the long trek to Coachella.
People locally in Los Angeles, in the South Bay, in Westwood, they can come just a few miles to enjoy an outdoor music fest.
But last year, the city got a slew of complaints about the noise from near and far.
They had a platform in the American Airlines Plaza that is 50 feet off the ground. They also had the speakers in a way that they propagated the music to the west. That, combined with atmospheric conditions, allowed the bass frequencies to escape to the cloud level and be felt, not heard, felt as far away as El Segundo, Manhattan Beach, Hawthorne, Redondo Beach.
And just across Prairie Avenue, what does it sound like over here?
It's just terrible.
And the older people, they might not can deal with the noise. I'm still kind of
where I can deal with it, you know?
This year, the city and festival organizers have made some changes. The speakers have been moved to the ground level. 2 stages have been relocated and turned away from the neighborhoods, and the speakers will project sound forward instead of all around. With all these changes, how are you feeling about the festival this year?
I feel great about it. I felt great about it last year, but we feel that we won't have the sound propagation issues that cause discomfort.
How does that make you feel as a neighbor to hear that?
I like that. He's doing a good job by doing that because that keeps us happy.
Now, with those adjustments, the city hopes to keep the
meowing,
concert noise
dude.
to the concert, contained to the concert venue itself. We'll see how that all works out. The concert starts tomorrow at 2, ends at 10 p.m., and they'll do it all again on Sunday.
Is it 10 p.m.? That's so fucking whack. You know how much those tickets cost now? Probably $150 a piece for each night because it's sold out. It ends at 10. Is it for kids? LA sucks, dude. Shows don't end that early in Colorado. On a show like that, probably go to like 1 or 2. Another reason why shows in LA suck. They sometimes do the headphone thing at a late night set for a festival. I've seen it before. Bunch of people with headphones on a dance floor.
Every day I've woken up just in disbelief.
Dr. Wafa al-Rashid says through the pain she is fighting to get her husband released and back home. Rami Othman was detained back on July 13th. Al-Rashid, who is the chief of staff at Huntington Memorial Hospital, says Othman was immediately taken to the Immigration Detention Center in downtown Los Angeles.
The 5th day, when I spoke with Rami, my husband, and I found out that they gave him milk for breakfast.
Why are you married to an illegal immigrant lady?
No water, no lunch, nothing.
He's been in this country for 10 years and had filed his paperwork
He's
to
doing
stay
great.
legally. All of this started when Othman was picked up just a short distance from his home.
And he said, ICE is following me. And I just
But in the
dropped
paperwork,
everything
though.
and went into panic mode and said, come home right away.
She says nothing worked, and now Othman has been transferred to the Eloy Detention Center in Arizona.
Your
Federal
doctor
officials
doesn't
told
save
us
you.
his B-2 tourist visa expired more than 9 years ago.
Jesus.
He was transferred to ICE custody in Los Angeles for processing, pending removal proceedings. Al-Rashid says the process moving forward is now full of uncertainty.
What we know is it could be 2 weeks, it could be 5 days before we hear about a hearing, and then there might be more weeks and some people months in the detention center. Every day I've woken up just in disbelief.
Dr. Wafa al-Rashid says through the pain
thought
she
that
is
she
fighting
was
to get
gonna-
her husband
Spared because she's a doctor. I'm a doctor though. I can do what I want. Tell me to the come on. But some people will be like, hey man, she's a doctor. Let her do what she wants, man. Actually, a lot of people will be like that. Hey, she can still be a doctor. She doesn't need him to do that. Maybe they should have gotten it taken care of. I would think that As a doctor, she probably could have gotten taken care of fairly easily. They could have paid for a high-end lawyer to help them out with it. They probably haven't even been together that long. Their last year when he wanted to become a citizen because he saw Trump was going to. Say how long they'd been together, did they? I'm gonna get some food, dude, because Simon's pissing me off this morning. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. He's coming back in. Guess where he's gonna want to go when I come back into the room? He's gonna want to go right back out. Back there. Meowing right now. It gives me about a 3-second pause in between each meow. Oh, that's a long pause there. Never mind.